السلام عليكم ورحمة الله.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدًا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على الفلاح الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله
اللهم رب هذه الدعوة التامة والصلاة القائمة. الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونستهديه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فهو المهتد ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا. ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له شهادة تنجي قائلها يوم لا ينفع مال ولا بنون إلا من أتى الله بقلب سليم. ونشهد أن سيدنا وعظيمنا وحبيبنا محمد رسول الله صلوات الله وسلامه عليه وعلى آله وأصحابه وأزواجه ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. عباد الله، أوصيكم بتقوى الله وطاعته وكثرة مخافته ولزوم أوامره، فإن التقوى شعار المؤمنين ودثار المتقين ووصية الله تعالى في وفيكم أجمعين. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما أما بعد فإن أصدق الحديث كلام الله وخير الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله تعالى عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة في الدين ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. Brothers and sisters in Islam, following up on the subject I had it few weeks ago in regard to the matter of the happiness, as-sa'ada. And we mentioned that Muslim, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He guides him to this path, should feel that tranquility and that happiness in his life. And we started with one main point to justify that, which was regarding the al-fitrah, that believer is parallel to the system of the fitrah that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created on this earth. The second point on the same subject is guidance of the believer to the main reason that he was created on this planet, sirru wujudi, why he's here. If you, as a human, we all know that the intellect is the highest power that we have. And thinking in that perspective, imagine by yourself you are somewhere and thinking about your creation. Why I am here? Why I was created? Who created me to this planet? Now I am fine. Who created my father? And so on. Go with that, your route. You look at the people in front of you, all are coming and going and moving. People, they tell you that somebody passed away. And somebody, if you're a relative, they'll call, oh, you have a new child. And this is on the human being. When you come to the universal as well, that you are in the winter, you see much more rain and cold weather. You don't see leaves on the trees. In few months, you will see things are coming back again. What are these things are going and coming? What is behind it? Day and night, that you'll see suddenly now it's a noontime, it's cloudy. You know that this is not the color of the world. There is something blocking the sun's light. But for all of us is normal. If the cloud goes away, sun comes, is fine. Rain comes, fine. We get used to certain things. But if you look at it intellectually, these things have to have something in behind. And the only way to find a way is through the brain. Now, will the brain will be able to digest all of those and to come up with a solution for us? We all agree that there are two powers inside the human being, al-aql wa shu'ur, which goes back to al-aql wal-qalb, al-tafkiri wa shu'ur, thinking and feeling. There are certain things that we digest it and process it with the thinking. And there are certain things we do it with the feeling, with the shu'ur. If I say salamu alaikum and you did not respond, so the aql says maybe he didn't hear it. But the feel inside will get hurt. You say, why he didn't reply to me? Could be something, I said something. That matter of the shu'ur, something happened in the past. And so on and so forth. So all those two, that has to be. So there are certain people, they try to link everything to the matter of the thinking, and there are certain people, they do it on both. The only way that you will be successful person is that to use both powers, that to have them. Now, if we go with the part of the thinking, that let's put the intellect and use that. Now, we all know the thinking is really tied with the certain rules. Every scholar, every scientist that you have it in this world, or you had them in the past, is tied with certain components. Number one, location. Number two, the time. Number three, environment. Number four, genes of that person. So the location, if you bring Einstein and put him back into the Stone Age and say, think about the theory of the relation, he won't be able to say anything. Because not the man can't think, because there is no any prerequisite to put him to that area to be able to have some prerequisite stuff and start from there. There is no way that you could start from zero and to say I could do. You have to have certain other things to help you and build upon it. It's like stairs that we go up and layer to the higher. And then the time of that person, the location, the environment that he's in. If the environment every day that they put him in a corner because of war, he won't be the same person if you put him in a lab and have all of accessories. So what is our measuring the power of the brain, the environment, the location, all those makes the judgment to that. So we all agree that the aql by itself for any person at a time will not be the only rule to make a judgment to say who you are and why are you here. Won't be able to do that. So because of all of those limitations. So the only way has to have certain other layer to tell. That's one. The other side of the aql, there is no direct sanad to the intellect to direct you and drive you. So if you go on the road and then we see some money on the road, a person will pick it up, another person will not pick it up. So why this one picking it up, the other one is not picking it up? Or the other one will take it and will go and will not say anything, but the other one will make an announcement and go to somewhere to make an announcement that there is money lost. So the matter of that there is no direct thing inside the brain to tell you or to hold you to say, don't do that, that's not yours. So the person goes with whatever desire comes, whatever comes to this brain. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not put anything inside human being to restrict him by force, to say this is not, because we are not angels. Because al-aql has the way and the nafs to compete those two, to take it by khair or to take it by shar. فلذلك that's why you see that the khair and shar, they mixed up. الظلم والعدل, they mixed up. الحق والباطل, they mixed up. And the only way to find it, you have to have a different way to identify each of those separately. Because the zalim, the one who kills people, if you ask the guy from Syria, he will never see himself to be called a zalim or a killer. And thousands of people are dying in front of everyone. The whole world says that that's a crime. But for him, it's some justification in his heart to say, no, you are doing it right. This is a tyranny. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned in the Quran that Fir'aun and the statements that he makes to the people. He's telling the people, Musa want to misguide you. Musa wanted to free them from slavery, but Fir'aun says he came to misguide you, to mess up your life. Therefore follow me, that I will keep you as a slave. But of course he won't say that I'm يقتل أبناءهم ويستحيي نساءهم. Therefore the only way to come for human being to find his path is through al-wahi, revelation. Because that's beyond the limitation of the aql, the intellect that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave it to us. No way. We are how many people we are here? Say 200 people. If you ask each of us what we do to make our life happy, wallahi, barely that you will see two people to have the same opinion. Two people. All of us will be in a different ways. Even we are Muslims, we have a background of the Islam, even through the making the Sharia, each person will have a different ways to do. In detail, I'm not saying in principle. We all principles say Quran and Sunnah. But in comes to the detail, we think differently. So the only way to bring back is through the wahi, to tell you who you are, why are you here, where you are going. And that's key question. Imam Razi said that, wallahi, I spent a lot of my time to read from the philosophical ideas, from the malahida, the atheists, and all of those to find if they have anything. Wallahi, I did not find anything to have other route beside the route of the wahi to answer your questions. Otherwise, you will get lost. That people, the one were passed away, maybe more intellect than they had more time to think, they couldn't find anything. Through that past, you cannot find it because the way I cannot see behind this wall. Therefore, there is no way that I could find my wujud, my existence. Man, now we are living in a COVID status. Half of this country is not, I don't know if that's a precise, but a big ratio that is still is not vaccinated. Why? I mean, even though that the vaccination, that people are seen as a proof. But what's the debate? Wallahi, many of them, maybe they're atheists. If you ask them why you don't do the vaccination, he say, because this is human beings made, because I'm afraid if I put it here on my body, it will mess it up and it cause me more problem. Mr. Atheist, you thought that this body created out of chance. What will give you that your body has 100% of accuracy, and the one who think, the aql, who came up with the vaccine, will put the vaccine with the brain, that this one will mess it up? I'm not defending the atheist guy to say, in his thinking, we believe Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created human being perfect. That this is, وَلَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ فِي أَحْسَنِ تَقْوِيمٍ. That this is the best creation that he created. But what I'm saying is, matter of human being, how sometimes he will mess up his path, not thinking right. If things are by chance, it should collapse at any point of time. But it won't. Because it's not from humans being thinking that the Mr. Atheist who say, oh, there is no God. There is nothing exists. It won't. But if he tries all his life to see the light of Allah directly, he will never see it. He will never see it. And then he will never see the angels. Because those are limitations Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave it to us. That's why we create stuff. Our brain cannot even do multi-thread. Cannot do multi-things at the same time. One thing at a time does it. Why? Because that's what you have. وَمَا أُوتِيتُم مِّنَ الْعِلْمِ إِلَّا قَلِيلًا. Only the very limited has been given to you. Therefore, you don't see that much. Therefore, we come up with the trials and errors, experiments. Pfizer comes with it, other company comes with it. Let's try it, because we are in a situation of try and error. We come up with a solution to survive on this earth. There is nothing permanent because we do not have the scene and the level of the ghaib where things are. So that's the part, the only way, wallahi. You never get a way to bypass the tariq al-wahi. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to guide us, inshallah. We'll finish it in the second khutbah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. من عمل صالحا فلنفسه ومن أساء فعليها وما ربك بظلام للعبيد. توجهوا إلى الله بالدعاء. الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونستهديه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهدي الله فهو المهتدى ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Torah says, أم خلقوا من غير شيء أم هم الخالقون أم خلقوا السماوات والأرض. Did they were created from nothing, or they are the creators, or did they create the earth and the heavens and the earth? And in another place, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when he describes to answer this, of course, the question is did they create themselves? Of course, we did not create it. No one will claim that I created myself. You grow up, you have a name, you have a father, you have a mother, you have an environment you are living in. Can you choose it, change it? Name, yes. But who you are, your father, you can't change it. You may change it on the document, but you can't change it on the genes. That this is the DNA, it stays there. ذَلِكُمُ اللَّهُ رَبُّكُمْ خَالِقُ كُلِّ شَيْءٍ لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا هُ. That's the one who is your Lord. Despite the statements and things you come up with to divert from the path, you'll never get there. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in Surah An-Nur says, look at this. أَوْ كَظُلُمَاتٍ في بحر لجي يغشاه موج من فوقه سحاب ظلمات بعضها فوق بعض إذا أخرج يده لم يكد يراها ومن لم يجعل الله له نورا فما له من نور. So bringing an example of the darkness after the darkness, like an example of the ocean. You have been, maybe some of you on the beaches have seen it, or on the TV. The waves that the ocean does it. So waves on the waves, and then mix it with the cloud. So darkness inside the darkness, that if you put someone there, that if he pull his hands to be here and to show to himself, because it's so dark, لم يكد يراها, almost cannot see it. So the darknesses are so much out there. The only way that the darkness of those questions, who you are, why are you here, where are you going, where the entire humanity goes, where is the father just few years have passed away, now he's gone. Now I will go as well. Shaitan maybe will tell me that you won't die, but everybody went. Where did they go? Where is the soul? Where is the person? I'm looking at the picture, I'm looking at the movie, or the video clips. It's gone. So all of those questions, if you try, we will be among those darknesses. But when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guides you, الذي خلق الموت والحياة ليبلوكم أيكم أحسن عملا, it clears those. It will give you the guidance. ذلكم الله ربكم. So that's where you will have the full guidance. You will not be in that hesitation. Therefore, the next point is نجاة المؤمن من عذاب الحيرة والشك. That will clear the person from the doubt and the suspicion. Things are in the brain to come to him. Am I this path I'm taking is right? Is good to get married? Is it good to have children? Is it good to have this job, or skip this job, or to live here, or go to another place? Life is full of doubts to do what is the next step. Why? Because we don't know what tomorrow will be. If you would know it, won't be this life. Everybody may be in a different place, in a different location. Life won't continue like that. But the way Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made it for us, so is the life is limited. We'll tell the believer that will have that guidance, this life is limited. And it's short time that will be given to anyone. And that what we will see, as I said at the beginning, that you will see that الظلم والعدل are mixed. Oppression and just are mixed up. This person is all time is eating from halal. Never touched anyone, never even did the backbite. But this one killing everyone, whoever can get hand on. Doesn't make sense these two to go together and both are die, nothing will happen. That's no, any intellect does say that. So that's why in that doubt we'll say that it will be a day that these people will be, has to be make judgment, and to be each one to take his part. Now if the doubt, what's the path you will take? Because I want to be everyone to be accepted by everyone. This is human being. He wanted to be accepted by everyone. But whoever tried this, he was never successful. Many of you, or most of you, know the story of the old man and a child and the donkey, that they went together. So the man was normal. He put the child on the donkey, and he was behind the donkey to go to the destination. He passed through a group of men. They looked at him. Why just the child? The donkey can carry you both. Why don't you go both of you on the donkey? Then they went, and after that, they saw a group of people who take care about the animal rights. They said, "You are so cruel. Two of you just on this poor donkey, so that doesn't make any sense." So the guy put the child behind him, and then he rode the donkey, then passed through a group of women, and they look at it, man, this man has no mercy. That poor boy behind, and then the man was up on the riding the donkey. And then both, they were down, and then the donkey by itself. They passed through a group of kids, and they said, those people are crazy. Why the donkey is going without anything? Why? It's just, they laughed at them. And then at the end, the boy said, that, I think the only thing left, we carry the donkey, both of this. And the man said, don't do that. If we do that, they will tell us crazy, and then they stone us. With the kids, they will follow us and stone us. So Rida Nas, there is no way that you will get there. So Rida Nas, that we all know that it is, will not get. من في الناس يرضي كل نفس وبين هوى النفوس مدى البعيد, as a shair said. That whoever tries to be accepted by everyone, there is no way. Because the distance between the desire of the people are far. They are not, as I said, to give you the example, even from the religion perspective, people cannot come up with the same list that to do certain things. So therefore, the matter of that doubt and hira, the only thing is really back to the path of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, where you will have that path, will take you out of that hira and that doubt. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Mulk, أَفَمَنْ يَمْشِي مُكِبًّا عَلَى وَجْهِهِ أَهْدَى أَمَّا يَمْشِي سَوِيًّا عَلَى صِرَاطٍ مُسْتَقِيمٍ. He's giving the example. The example of the person goes and his head is down. مُكِبًّا عَلَى وَجْهِهِ, cannot see any side. He says, is that equal to the person who is straight up and goes to his path? They are not equal. The other one could fall at any point of time, could hit a road or a car or something. Therefore, the one who has a clear guidance where things are will take him out of that doubt. Now the other matter is matter of the living and the happiness that what we are in, if what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us, that to be enough. Wallahi, I saw the statement from Ibn Ata al-Askandari, and it shook me, wallahi. It says, رُبَّمَا أَعْطَاكَ فَمَنَعَكَ وَرُبَّمَا مَنَعَكَ فَأَعْطَاكَ. Look at this, wallahi, those people, they lived for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. رُبَّمَا أَعْطَاكَ فَمَنَعَكَ. Maybe he gave you something to restrict you. He gave you something to restrict you. Or he منعك فأعطاك. He restricted you, but he gave you. And what he finishes, ومتى فتح لك باب الفهم في المنع صار المنع عين العطاء. So this is the next level. So the part of what he says, that there are certain things in the life, we feel that it's restricted on us. It's restricted on us. That you try to make business, but you are not successful. You are not successful. So from the mana Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave you, how many people, they had a good life. When they had much more money, it ruined their life. How many people, they did not have children. When they have more children, they get more into trouble. So that's why it never balances with the matter of the things that to be more. Wealth more, children more, things to be more. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Fajr, وَأَمَّا إِذَا مَا ابْتَلَاهُ رَبُّهُ فَأَكْرَمَهُ وَنَعَّمَهُ فَيَقُولُ رَبِّي أَكْرَمَنِ وَأَمَّا إِذَا مَا ابْتَلَاهُ فَقَدَرَ عَلَيْهِ رِزْقَهُ فَيَقُولُ رَبِّي أَهَانَ. This is, we human, this is the way we think. If we gave him, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, if we gave him more, ابتلاء, it says ibtila, it's a hardship. So if we gave him, and we gave him more, or bestowing his ni'am, we increase it on him, فَيَقُولُ رَبِّي أَكْرَمًا. Oh, Allah likes me, and then he put me in a higher level. وَأَمَّا إِذَا مَا ابْتَلَاهُ فَقَدَرَ عَلَيْهِ رِزْقَهُ. When he restricted on him, فَيَقُولُ رَبِّي أَهَانًا. Oh, Allah dislikes me, Allah doesn't like me, he gave you so kalla. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, no, that's not the way you think. It is not that measurement with having more. Therefore, Ibn Ata, what he says after the next, وَمَتَى فَتَحَ لَكَ بَابُ الْفَهْمِ فِي الْمَنَعِ. Whenever you get to the matter of understanding of restricting as that this is good, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala restricted on me, فَأَصْبَحَ صَارَ الْمَنْعُ عَيْنُ الْعَطَاءِ. The restriction became the source of the giving. Became the source of the giving. What Allah is restricting from you, as if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave it to you. Because فَلَيْتَكَ تَحْلُو وَالْحَيَاةُ مَرِيرَةٌ وَلَيْتَكَ تَرْضَى وَالْأَنَامُ غِضَابُ وَلَيْتَ بَيْنِي وَبَيْنِكَ عَامِرٌ وَبَيْنِي وَبَيْنَ الْعَالَمِينَ خَرَابُ إِذَا صَحَّ مِنْكَ الْوُدُّ فَالْكُلُّ هَيِّنٌ وَكُلُّ الَّذِي فَوْقَ التُّرَابِ تُرَابُ. Then the equation is completely different. then your idea, your mindset is completely with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. إذا صح منك الود فالكل هين. If the relation between me and you is settled and working fine, then everything is easy. Because it's not because that's I don't have any other choice to do. Because وَكُلُّ الَّذِي فَوْقَ التُّرَابِ تُرَابُ. Because I have another function and equation that's telling me whatever is on this soil, it will go back to be a soil. So there is no other relation to be higher than your relation with you. There is nothing I could compare it. It's crazy that you compare any relation with the one هو الأول والآخر والظاهر والباطن with someone he's dying. إنك ميت وإنهم ميتون. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells to his best creature that you are dead and they are dead as well. So if everybody dies, one of the scholars says the only way really to understand this, there are two facts that you have to do. That number one is الطمع والخوف linked to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The ambition and the fear. Two things that we have. Wallahi. In this life, you have ambition to gain more, to have more, or khawf, fear not to lose it. Not to lose it. You are between these two lines, between these two facts that you are moving. If you tied both of them to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you have to have a full mindset, both are from Him. Whatever comes from any of those two sides. Number two, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if He wants to bestow on you, He does not need a mediator. He does not need a mediator. As long as you try your works as a human to do, then you don't have to worry about the rest of the stuff. If it's restricting or if it's giving you. If you are a student, if you are a worker, if you are anyone at any position, you try your best. But if it didn't come, then لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. حسبي الله ونعم الوكيل. All those that to make it easy on you, that you are servant on this earth. You have a short time that to live. You have not given any power on this earth to have it. Because when you come naked, you will get out naked. You came from nothing, you will go back to nothing. When I'm saying nothing, back to the soil, that you will melt it back again. No one exists from the one who passed away. Wallahi, we will not be the Mr. Special that we will stay on this earth forever. We will die like they passed away. So this is the part that the believer always feel that comfort. He has no that doubt to survive on this earth and always linked to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I'll finish with this hadith from Imam Ahmad and Al-Hakim. When the verse of لَيْسَ بِأَمَانِيكُمْ وَلَا أَمَانِي أَهْلِ الْكِتَابِ مَنْ يَعْمَلْ سُوءًا يُجْزَ بِهِ revealed, Abu Bakr, when he heard this verse, it's not the wish, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, it's not the wish of you and the wish of the people of the book. مَنْ يَعْمَلْ سُوءًا, whoever commit a wrongdoing, يُجْزَ بِهِ, will be punished on that. That will be rewarded, of course, for that sin that he does. Abu Bakr said that after the وكيف الفلاح بعد هذه الآية يا رسول الله. Where is the success? Where is the najat after this verse? If for every sin we will be punished, then we will be in a bigger trouble. Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, يغفر لك يا أبا بكر. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive you, Abu Bakr. ألست تمرض؟ ألست تنصب؟ ألست تحزن? Continue on that. Don't you get sick? Don't you get sad? All of those. Abu Bakr said, قال بلى فقال فهو ما تجزون به. That's the one you will be rewarded with. That's the one Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you. Therefore the believer will not think ever that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala hates him because he gave him that sickness, or hates him because he gave him that loss. Always that his existence, whatever comes to him, that will see it as a test for him to see if he passes it or not. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to guide all of us to the truth. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make us the best follower of his deen. Inshallah. Wa sallu wa sallim ala nabikum thani qawli tabarak wa ta'ala. Inna Allah wa malaikatahu yusalluna ala nabi. Ya ayyuha alladhina amanu sallu alayhi wa sallimu taslima. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallayta ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim fil alamina innaka hamidun majid. Allahumma aghfir lil mu'minina wal mu'minat, al muslimina wal muslimat, al ahya'i minhum wal amwat. اللهم آت نفوسنا تقواها وزكها أنت خير من زكاها، أنت وليها ومولاها يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم أصلح لنا ديننا الذي هو عصمة أمرنا، وأصلح لنا دنيانا التي فيها معاشنا، وأصلح لنا آخرتنا التي إليها معادنا، واجعل الحياة زيادة لنا في كل خير، واجعل الموت راحة لنا من كل شر. اللهم وفقنا ووفق أولادنا لما تحبه وترضاه، اللهم وفقنا ووفق أولادنا لما تحبه وترضاه، واغفر لنا ولوالدينا ولمن له حق علينا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم يا محول الحال حول حالنا وحال جميع المسلمين إلى أحسن الحال، يا مقلب القلوب ثبت قلوبنا على دينك وطاعتك. عباد الله، إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي، يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. قوموا إلى صلاتكم يرحمكم الله.